biggest and baddest women we've ever had here in WWE. Neither one of them.
The NXT women's division just witnessed a jaw-dropping moment that left fans speechless. After a hard-fought victory, Lash Legend's celebration was cut brutally short when Jaida Parker unleashed a vicious post-match attack that shook the entire arena. What started as a competitive battle quickly turned personal, with Parker showing a fierce, unforgiving side we haven't seen before. This wasn't just a rivalry, it was a statement. At Suplex Saga, we're breaking down every intense moment, what this means for both women, and how this shocking assault could reshape the future of the NXT women's division. Stay with us as we dive deep into the chaos. The match, a battle of pride and power. The build-up to this match was electric. Lash Legend, known for her confident swagger and technical prowess, entered the ring with the air of a champion hungry to cement her place at the top of the division. Her bougie bully persona has been polarizing but undeniably effective, and she came into this bout with a growing list of victories that proved she's a force to be reckoned with. Opposite her stood Jaida Parker, a rising star with a reputation for raw power and intensity. Parker has been making waves with her aggressive style and no-nonsense attitude, making her one of the most talked-about competitors on the roster. Their clash was more than just a match. It was a battle for respect, a test of wills between two women who refused to back down. From the opening bell, the match was a back-and-forth affair. Lash Legend utilized her speed and ring IQ, using clever counters and precise strikes to keep Parker off balance. Meanwhile, Parker relied on brute strength and relentless pressure, charging through Lash's defenses with powerful clotheslines and hard-hitting slams. Despite the intensity, Lash Legend managed to find a rhythm in the closing moments, hitting a perfectly timed finisher to secure the hard-fought victory. The crowd erupted in cheers, impressed by her resilience and skill. The aftermath: Jaida Parker's shocking assault. While Lash Legend's victory seemed to signal the end of the story, the real shock came after the match. As Lash Legend made her way up the entrance ramp, clearly celebrating her win and perhaps catching her breath, Jaida Parker's demeanor changed dramatically. What had been an intense match quickly turned personal. In a sudden and brutal moment, Parker blindsided Lash from behind. The crowd gasped as Parker launched herself at Lash, driving her shoulder first into the unforgiving steel ring steps. The impact echoed through the arena, and the visuals of Lash collapsing against the cold metal sent a ripple of shock and concern through the fans. But Parker wasn't finished. Fueled by rage and frustration, she continued her savage assault, driving Lash Legend down the ramp and into the ringside area. The highlight, and arguably the most shocking moment, came when Parker delivered a devastating hip attack, a move that sent Lash crashing through not one, but two barricades. The sound of the barricades breaking and Lash's body hitting the ground was sickening. As Lash Legend lay motionless amid the wreckage, Parker stood tall, her expression a mixture of defiance and dominance. The arena was stunned into silence for a moment before erupting into a mix of boos and concerned murmurs. This was no longer a wrestling match. It was a brutal statement. What does this mean for Lash Legend? The aftermath of such a vicious attack raises immediate questions about Lash Legend's health and future. Known for her resilience and heart, Lash has bounced back from adversity before, but this attack was on another level. The physical toll of being slammed into steel steps and thrown through barricades could sideline her for weeks or even months. Beyond the physical, the emotional impact can't be overlooked. Lash Legend's confident, bougie bully persona often masked a deep competitive fire and desire to prove herself. This attack challenges her both mentally and physically, forcing her to reconsider her place in the division and her next steps. Will Lash come back stronger, fueled by vengeance? Or will this be a setback that changes her trajectory? Fans and insiders alike are eager to see how she responds, whether she rises from the wreckage as a fearless fighter or takes time to recover and regroup. Jaida Parker's message to the division. For Jaida Parker, the attack wasn't just a heat-of-the-moment lash out. It was a clear, unambiguous message to everyone in the women's division. By ambushing Lash Legend so brutally after the match, Parker positioned herself not just as a competitor, but as a dominant force willing to cross lines others might hesitate to approach. Her aggressive style and intensity are no secret, but this level of calculated brutality suggests a shift in her character, one that's darker, more ruthless, and far less forgiving. She's sending a warning to the entire locker room. Parker is here to dominate, and she isn't afraid to break the rules to do it. This moment could mark the beginning of a new chapter for Parker, elevating her from rising star to outright threat for the NXT Women's title. It also sets the stage for a fierce rivalry with Lash Legend that fans will be watching closely. The bigger picture, impact on the NXT Women's division. This brutal encounter has wide-reaching implications for the NXT Women's division. With Lash Legend nursing her wounds and Jaida Parker asserting dominance, the balance of power is shifting. The division has been competitive and dynamic, but this attack raises the stakes, intensifying rivalries and deepening storylines. Other wrestlers in the division will undoubtedly react, whether by stepping in to support Lash, challenging Parker themselves, or using the chaos to their advantage. The fallout promises a period of unpredictability, with alliances potentially forming or fracturing as the fallout unfolds. Moreover, this attack reaffirms NXT's reputation as a breeding ground for compelling, emotionally charged storytelling where every match and moment counts. Fans can expect the drama to escalate, with Lash Legend and Jaida Parker at the center of the storm. Your one click can help us keep creating awesome stuff.